Hello everybody, Keeper Emily here, coming at you on our extravaganza online day. Behind me you can see our ostrich. We have Bina and Bushara, our females, and Boomer is our male. I have with me too something very special. This is an ostrich egg, and you can see it's very large. In fact, you can see it compared to a chicken egg, something like you might have in your refrigerator at home. This ostrich egg weighs about 3.5 pounds and has 16 chicken eggs in this one egg right here. That's a lot of egg. It comes out of these big birds. The biggest egg is laid by the biggest bird, as you can see. They stand about 7 to 9 feet tall and can weigh up to about 350 pounds, which is a lot. Boomer is about 20 years old. He came to us in 2011, and our females, Bina and Bushara, are both 6 years old-ish. They came to us in 2016 from a farm in New Jersey. Even though they are larger than Boomer, that's not necessarily a boy-girl thing. That's just them. I think my favorite ostrich fact is that they will have what I call baby battles. I don't really know if there's a technical term for them, but sometimes in the wild when two herds of ostrich will meet each other, the males will face off in an aggressive display to try to scare the other male off, and whichever male wins this aggressive display gets to keep all of the chicks from the other herd. So they just kind of keep gathering chicks as they go along, and sometimes these surrogate groups, these surrogate herds, can reach hundreds of individuals. So their wings obviously aren't used for flight, but they are used for a couple of other things. When they run fast, they need to keep their balance because they're a little bit top heavy and they're kind of tall. So they use their wings to help them stay balanced. They'll float them out to the side, maybe the other side, sometimes using it as a distraction. They also use it as a courtship technique. So the males, when they would like to breed with a female, they kind of bow and they flap their wings around, just showing off for the ladies. Sometimes our girls will also flap their wings, just showing off a little bit. So even though they can't fly, ostriches are birds. In fact, they're part of a special group of birds that are called ratites. And these birds are flightless. And even though they can't fly, they have some other cool adaptations that help them live. If you look at her legs, they're very long. They're kind of hidden by her feathers right now, but they are very long and they're very strong. They use these legs to run away. That's usually how they flight, their fight or flight reaction. They run very fast. Ostriches can sprint up to about 40 miles an hour, and they can maintain speeds of up to about 30. Even the chicks, when they're about a month old, they're about 2 feet tall, can sprint 35 miles an hour. They're really quick. So even though they can't fly, ostriches are birds, and like all birds, they lay eggs. Now, ostriches live in herds of usually one male and several females, and they all lay their eggs together in a communal nest. Now, there's usually a dominant female in the group, and she has some special privileges when it comes to laying eggs. She gets to lay her eggs in the middle of the nest, someplace they can be safest and they can be warmest, just an extra perk for her. So the ostrich will take turns sitting on the nest. As you can see, our girls, they're gray, kind of brown, a little bit drab, but that's on purpose. They sit on the nest during the daytime where they can blend in with the sand and the dirt around them. On the other hand, you might be able to see Boomer behind me, hidden behind the tree. His body is black. Now that would stand out against the sand, but he sits on the nest during the nighttime, so he would blend in with the dark sky around him and keep the eggs nice and safe underneath him. For about 45 days, the ostrich will sit on these big old eggs. There can be up to 60 of them in a nest at a time, so that's a big old nest. They just dig it in the ground. And at 45 days, they hatch, and they're about the size of a chicken, but they're firstborn. And in about 6 months' time, they will be fully grown. So from about a foot tall to about 7 feet tall in 6 months. They grow very fast. Ostriches are the fastest animal on 2 legs, and they have the largest eyes of any land animal. They're about 2 inches across, so big in fact that there isn't enough room in their skull for a large brain, so they're not particularly bright. That's okay though, I still think they're cute. I love them. Thank you all for watching our digital extravaganza ostrich keeper talk. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did over here. I'm excited to see you guys back when we do reopen. Hopefully it's sooner than later. Have a nice day.